Fir'aun could be told. When Fir'aun was losing traction in the fight against Musa Alaihis Salaam, because Fir'aun thought initially, I have sorcerers, he's a magician, my magicians will outdo his magician. Will outdo his magic. When that no longer worked, what did he do? He accused Musa Alaihis Salaam of murder and corruption and trying to commit treason and plot on the inside and being a foreign agent and all those other types of things, because his messaging was not strong enough to battle the messaging of Musa Alaihis Salaam. And when the Prophet ﷺ's call began surfacing, Abu Lahab didn't think of magician, sorcerer first, liar first. Instead, what did he say? Tabban laka ya Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, may you be cursed, may you perish, O Muhammad. Did you call us for that? He didn't call the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam a name. They didn't say sahir, majnoon, kahin yet, that he's a sorcerer, a liar. It's when they realized that the Prophet ﷺ's call began surfacing that they had to get unique at discrediting him, calling him a liar, calling him a fortune teller, calling him a sorcerer, calling him a destroyer of homes. They started to employ different types of propaganda because the messaging of the Prophet ﷺ was too strong and his credibility was too strong. Therefore, if you took away the credibility of the Prophet ﷺ, you don't have to answer to the message of the Prophet ﷺ. That's why propaganda exists the way that it does. So when you have Tufail ibn Amr al-Dawsi, who was told to put cotton in his ears when he came from a Daws to Mecca and do tawaf, because you don't want to hear what the Prophet ﷺ is going to say. He's this magician, this sorcerer, right? The idea was stuff your ears, because if you hear the Prophet ﷺ, then maybe the messaging will be too attractive. We don't want you to even think about him as being sane. You cannot listen to this man in the first place, right? So instead of Fox News, they had cotton. But the point was, if you can cast enough suspicion about a person or a community, if you can remove their credibility, you can say things about them without having to answer their message, because their messaging supposedly comes from a bad place and they have bad intentions for the community. Well, when you look at the prophets of Allah, what do you see? Didn't Yusuf Alaihis Salaam demand that his name be cleared? Yusuf fought back on the credibility. Musa Alaihis Salaam highlighted the hypocrisy of Fir'aun's claims. The Prophet ﷺ recited countless verses. Allah responded to what? Allah responded to the accusations of the Prophet ﷺ's credibility. Not necessarily their theological counterclaims as much as the credibility of the Prophet ﷺ. So clearing the names of the prophets was important. Restoring that credibility was actually important. And there are some Muslims, well-meaning, will say, you know what? We don't have to respond because Allah will take care of us. I don't care if they think Islam and Muslims are bad. Eventually, Islam will succeed, Muslims will succeed, وَلَوْ كَرِهَ الْكَافِرُونَ, whether they like it or not, we will be victorious. Therefore, we don't need to do anything to preempt what's coming and to respond to what's already been said about us that takes away our credibility. That's not sunnah. That's the extreme opposite of those that give priority to narrative over authenticity and would lose everything in Islam to portray Muslims favorably. That's the counter extreme to that.